This is the third time these two teams will play in Orlando. They did it back in 1996, did it in 2018, and now again this season, Spencer Knight and Andrei Vasilevsky. That's when we last left the Panthers and the Lightning in the playoffs. They were going at it in the nets.
Yeah, it could be a little painful early for the Lightning.
Aaron Ekblad back for the Panthers, missed the playoff series with an injury. And there's a shot, and Frank Vactrano scores. Frank Vactrano had a hat trick earlier in the preseason, picks up the loose change there and beats Vasilevsky, and the Panthers have the lead, 5.5.
It's the rebound here.
Yeah.
Get the puck to the net, the shot from the angle, and just right off the toe of Vasilevsky. That one would have been well left. It would have gone into the corner and nowhere near Vactrano, but he got it.
Yeah, and just the timing was perfect. You see Vactrano coming in from that left face-off.
Another guy that was picked up on waivers last year and wound up being a legit top 4 guy for Joel Quinn.
Yeah, Bill Zito's done a heck of a job. He's had some great foresight and done a good job.
Oh, boy. Bennett bumped Vasilevsky. And if you like last year's playoff series, here we go again, preseason style, tonight in Orlando.
Oh, and guess who? Corey Perry's got the mitts dropped.
With Owen Tippitt, the young Panther forward, going at it with a veteran Perry. I think this is a first for Owen Tippitt as an NHL player. And down they go.
I don't know how many scraps we've seen even in regular season games over the last 3 or 4 years. Never mind the playoffs. But it just built up into something else in the playoffs.
Wow, we were anticipating this.
Yeah.
High emotions, and you said
anytime a goalie gets touched.
Absolutely. Here it is here. Puck behind the net. Vasilevsky kind of hesitates, and oh, yeah, Bennett came in.
Oh, yeah.
There's no doubt there.
Absolutely did. And Andre Schuster, who played for the Lightning for a few years and then went and played in the KHL the last couple of years. He played in Kunlun in Beijing. He's the first one that arrives, number 29. But, yeah, that was because Bennett.
The rig slimmed down a little bit. I haven't heard the final numbers, but he's got to be down 15 pounds anyway. He said he worked out in the gym a lot more this summer than he had in the last 2 years.
Lightning score. Belmar able to put it home after a strong shift by that line. And it's a 1-1 game.
Spencer Knight. Here you see the Panthers just cannot track that puck down, and once it comes popping right back out, here it is. Knight was down and went right over top of him. He thought he had an opportunity right there to maybe freeze the puck again, and then right underneath the crossbar.
This is one of the big differences in the game. Swede to Swede, one of the best players in the world. Hi, it's Victor Hedman. Hi.
Well, it just proves as well. I mean, oh, here we go.
Yeah, Gudas and Perry were talking to each other, and then the fight comes on.
Kachuk.
Yeah, Kachuk and Bennett. So I saw Perry and Gudas were yapping at each other. Now Gudas is going jaw to jaw with Ross Colton out there. But remember, that was Bennett.
People around the NHL that are fans are going to continue, to watch. Now we.
Oh, look at this!
Corey Perry.
Bogosian jumps in there.
Corey Perry.
Yeah, Perry was looking for somebody. He was going at it with Gudas.
Was that Lomberg?
And Gudas
has got Ross Colton. That's a mismatch. Ross Colton's not a fighter.
Yeah, Perry was getting into it, and then Bogosian came jumping in.
Was that Lomberg?
I believe that's Lomberg at the bottom.
Yeah, Lomberg came at Corey Perry. Corey Perry whacked him with the stick, and then that's when that dog pile happened. That's right. Bogosian came in there right away.
And we got an injury.
Yeah, Panther is down there, and that's a Chari that was underneath all that. Oh, boy.
Charging at each other. A couple of guys went over backwards.
Oh, Chari needs some help there getting up.
Yeah.
Panthers trainer Tommy Alba, there's Marcus Nudavara there helping as well.
Exactly where, there it is, right in center ice. See, Corey Perry's got the stick out. Lomberg, whatever he was saying, he had to go through the stick. There's some old-time hockey there from Corey Perry. You want a piece of me? You're coming right through the stick. So he had the stick right out in the chest of Lomberg. Lomberg didn't like that. And so he goes at Perry, and then that gets everybody's attention. Here comes Chari.
Now he seems to be in pain before Maroon ever gets a piece. If you watch Chari close here, he's starting to grimace right there. And then Maroon came in.
Yeah, you're right. Good point by you. He's gripping that left hand.
Yeah.
And then Maroon pulls him over. But yeah, you're right. Something must have happened to that hand, and he was holding that left arm, shoulder in that fashion that says, yeah, that's the left side.
Yeah, it looked like Achari tried to grab on the back of the jersey.
We're a lot more friendly up here than they are down there.
Well, still 17 and change to go. So, see how it shakes out. Tippett's got a breakaway. In on Vasilevsky, and he scores! Owen Tippett buries it, and the Panthers have a 2-1 lead in the third.
You'll see here, big collision, and then back the other way. There's Tippett. Look at the good move right there. Just freezes Vasilevsky and right over the glove.
Yeah, that was a really nice pump fake there.
Uyghur read that play nicely, picked it off. Bennett misses wide. Uyghur has become so good at cutting off plays at center, and Owen Tippett fires and scores again. That's 2 here in the third period for Tippett against Vasilevsky.
And curl in, and look at, knew right away he had the time and the space, but he let it go. The screen in front by Bennett.
Picks it up on the rebound here. Little catch with his centerman Bennett. Bellemare and Joseph, the forwards on the ice for Tampa. Huberdeau, Tippett in front, Bennett. Couldn't get it on net clean. Vasilevsky gets a whistle, and Chernak bumps with Tippett, and then Huberdeau with Sergachev, and here comes Bennett. He and Sergachev are going to go. Sam Bennett, his second fight of the night.
Sergachev went for the big haymaker early, and he missed, so he's off balance, and then Bennett came right back at him, and they end up getting tangled up and going down pretty hard onto the ice.
Well, one thing that's been evident in this game, and when that shot came through, right here, Bennett, and then there's Tippett, and then that just brings the response to everybody. Bennett gets a little push from behind, and then that's how it all starts.
Yeah, Matthew Joseph gave him the stick, and then he went at it with Sergachev.
Yeah, Sergachev came right in with the forearm there and got Bennett, and Bennett pushed him back. Sergei doesn't hesitate anymore.
When you watch Owen Tippett here, that shows that the maturity and the elevation of play. We see a hit right there.
Yeah, that's a penalty on the Panthers.
Yeah.
Joseph was a little slow getting up, and then Killorn jumps in on Lomberg.
As soon as Joseph went down at the blue line, that got everybody's attention.
To the dressing room.
Oh, yeah, that was a blindsider, all right. Joseph.
Yeah, that bouncing puck.
Yeah. Those ones hurt when you come from the blind side like that, and you work the guy around.
Yeah, they did call Killorn as well, because he's going to the penalty box, but Lomberg went to the dressing room. All this with 2:37 to go. The net is empty. The troop came on the ice.
Oh, and here we got another one.
Front. Oh, yeah, Bogosian just swinging away, and Marchment. Zach Bogosian all over Marchment, trying to battle his way back. Marchment gets a couple of shots in there.
Oh, 2 tough customers there. We talked about Marchment, the job he did for Florida in the playoffs.
They are still throwing him. This is a long one. Johnny Murray, the linesman, trying to get in there. So it's Killian McNamara, and finally they separate.
There was no hesitation. Now, when they're at the scrum, that puck was over in the far boards there, and there was a little bump. Bogosian was the instigator in that one, where he just found somebody, a dance partner, and then his gloves were off.
He plays physical, and he does this kind of stuff. Steps up when the games get rough, and he's more than willing to oblige, and that's the element that the Lightning added before they won their first cup that they really didn't have prior to that.
Advantage here late in this third period. They're trying to get set up on the power play, and
Ekblad pressured Raddysh. Finally a shot, and Sergachev rips it home. And it's a 1-goal game with 1:15 left.
And here we go again.
To it again. It's Maroon at the Panther net, tangled up with Uyghur.
Yeah, that's Uyghur. Uyghur took exception There's a little collision before that puck went sailing past. Here's the setup to get it back right in the middle of the ice. Look at the traffic out in front. And then there's just a little bump right there by Maroon after the goal was scored, coming through the crease. And
Barring Gudas on the ice, Uyghur had to go for 2 minutes on the penalty. Vasilevsky now to the bench again, and it's a 6-on-5. Perry to the net, saved by Knight, and then he gets barreled over, then fallen on top of by Corey Perry. Oh, Perry driving the net, followed through and landed on Knight hard.
At 18:45.
I think Corey Perry is going to get penalty too. Yeah.
Well, he should. I thought the initial contact was okay, was his momentum, but then he fell on top of him. He finished it off WWE style. That's not okay. Again, that's my perspective.
He came knifing through and had a really good bid on net, but as you said, Knight very calm in net, and goaltenders are always in a tough spot here. You get bent over backwards.
He's going to the penalty box with 37.5 seconds left.
See, here's Reinhardt comes in at the end.
Ekblad chased by Colton, finally unloads. Well, that'll do it. Owen Tipper, a couple of goals in the third. Spencer Knight makes it stand up for Florida. 3-2. Preseason win, the Panthers over the Lightning.